To make your thoughts and opinions easy to understand, it's good to organise your writing into a paragraph structure. For example, you may already be familiar with PEA paragraphs. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to another valuable tool, the PEA paragraph. It's similar to a PEA paragraph, but with some key differences. Let's jump in and see why it's a recipe for success. A PEA paragraph, sometimes called a PEE paragraph, is perfect for explaining your opinions or building an argument. In contrast, a PEA paragraph is specifically created for analysing text, which is why English literature teachers love them so much. P is a mnemonic for remembering the order of the paragraph. The P stands for point. This is where you make a clear statement about what you're going to discuss in the paragraph. The E stands for evidence. Here, you share examples from the text that support your point. The A is for analysis. Finish by connecting the two. Explain how the evidence connects to and supports your point. Let's use an extract from Catherine Applegate's book, The One and Only Ivan, to illustrate each of these three parts. It's a story about a gorilla living in captivity. I am Ivan. I am a gorilla. It's not as easy as it looks. People call me the freeway gorilla, the ape at exit 8, the one and only Ivan, mighty silverback. The names are mine, but they're not me. I am Ivan, just Ivan, only Ivan. Humans waste words. They toss them like banana peels and leave them to rot. Everyone knows the peels are the best part. I suppose you think gorillas can't understand you. Of course, you also probably think we can't walk upright. Try knuckle walking for an hour. You tell me, which way is more fun? Before we begin our PEA paragraph, we'll need a question to answer. This could focus on the text's overall theme, its characters, or the setting. Let's answer this question. How does Ivan feel about how humans use words? Point. The point is a sentence that tells the reader exactly what the paragraph will focus on. Sometimes it's difficult to get started on this, so a good tip is to change the question into a statement, adding your opinion to it. Ivan feels, my opinion, about how humans use words. Ivan feels frustrated and disappointed about how humans use words. Evidence. Now I've made my point. I now need to support this with some evidence from the text. I need to find something that's been written that shows Ivan is frustrated and disappointed by how humans use words. How about this part? Humans waste words. They toss them like banana peels and leave them to rot. When quoting from the text, you need to copy exactly what has been written and surround it with quotation marks. In the United Kingdom, we use single quotation marks, whereas in the United States, double quotation marks are usually used. When putting the quote into a sentence, one of these sentence starters may help. The author shows this when they write. The text says, we see when Name of author writes. Name of character asks. Name of character says. I think in this case I'll use this one. We see this when he says, humans waste words. They toss them like banana peels. In the analysis section, I need to connect the evidence I've written to my point. Here are some good ways of beginning this part. This suggests that. This gives the impression that. This makes the reader think. This implies that. Notice that each of these phrases suggest or infer ideas, rather than giving definite statements like, this shows that, or this tells us that. This approach makes it clear that this is my interpretation of the text, rather than stating something that is certain or factual. I think, in this case, I'll use this one. This suggests that Ivan thinks humans don't use words very thoughtfully. He feels that, just like banana peels, the value of words is often ignored by them. Putting it all together, Ivan feels frustrated and disappointed about how humans use words. We see this when he says, humans waste words, they toss them like banana peels. This suggests that Ivan thinks humans don't use words very thoughtfully. He feels that, just like banana peels, the value of words is often ignored by them. Advanced use of PEA paragraphs. Let's try one more PEA paragraph. Here's another extract from the book. My visitors are often surprised when they see the TV Mac put in my domain. They seem to find it odd, the sight of a gorilla staring at tiny humans in a box. Sometimes I wonder though, isn't the way they stare at me, sitting in my tiny box, just as strange? My TV is old, it doesn't always work, and sometimes days will go by before anyone remembers to turn it on. I'll watch anything, but I'm particularly fond of cartoons with the bright jungle colours. I especially enjoy it when someone slips on a banana peel. Here's a question to answer. What does this extract tell the reader about Ivan's character? Point. I need to change the question into a statement, adding my opinion to it. The extract tells us that Ivan is intelligent. Evidence. Next, I need to back this up with some evidence from the text, using one of the sentence starters. Which sentence starter will I use? This one, I think. Ivan asks, isn't the way they stare at me, sitting in my tiny box, just as strange? Analysis. I need to connect the evidence I've written to my point. And which analysis opener will I use? This one. This gives the impression that he is perceptive, as he recognizes the similarity between people watching him and how he watches TV. There we go, a well-written PEA paragraph. But wait, perhaps the text might give us other clues about Ivan's character, and you might want to add this to give a more detailed response. For example, this part of the text shows that Ivan has a fun sense of humor. Instead of beginning a new point, let me edit the point I've already made. The extract tells us that Ivan is intelligent and has a good sense of humor. We'll slot in the evidence and analysis sentences that I've already written. And now we'll do another pair of evidence and analysis sentences to explain the good sense of humor part. We see Ivan's sense of humor when he says, I'm particularly fond of cartoons. I especially enjoy it when someone slips on a banana peel. This makes the reader think that Ivan enjoys the same simple slapstick moments we find funny. The ellipses allow you to skip over parts of a quote that aren't needed, so you only include the most relevant words. It shows the reader that there's more to the original text, but you're focusing on the key part that supports your idea. What does this extract tell the reader about Ivan's character? The extract tells us that Ivan is intelligent and has a good sense of humor. Ivan asks, "Isn't the way they stare at me sitting in my tiny box just as strange?" This gives the impression that he is perceptive, as he recognizes the similarity between people watching him and how he watches TV. We see Ivan's sense of humor when he says, "I'm particularly fond of cartoons. I especially enjoy it when someone slips on a banana peel." This makes the reader think that Ivan enjoys the same simple slapstick moments we find funny. The format of this paragraph is P-E-A-E-A. And yes, you can continue to add depth to your answer by continuing this pattern. It's as easy as that. When answering questions about texts, just use the point, evidence, analysis structure to dig into what's been written. Make your point, quote the evidence, finish with analysis. With practice, you'll be serving up well-structured paragraphs in no time. So get started and watch your grades soar. If you found this tutorial helpful, then please help my YouTube channel to grow by liking and subscribing. And if you leave a comment, I promise to reply. There are plenty of other videos I've made that will help your writing skills soar. This one, for instance, give it a try.